Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything an amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda Hero Flight Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Vilshanka. In the east, it is Pax Ajax, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Armored Division with heavy cavalry featuring rifleman defensive structures, off-map smoke barrages, rangers, combined arms, and the Pershing. In the west, it is Nier.2, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here, rolling out with a Panzer Division featuring a Lightning War, assault support, and mechanized assault. We got a Grenadier MD42 opening versus double RAF squads there. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, my own company here. Without them and the support, the Propagandacast would not be possible. So big thanks to all those. Other people can join the Mike's Patreon, or they can donate by PayPal. The link's in the description, and you wish to find another way, you can pre-order company's fee through the link in the comments and use the CoH2 3G, in which case I get a cut of that sale. Now, as you know, comment, like, share, subscribe. We got Lightning War for Nier.2 with G33s, tactical movement, relief infantry, Tiger tanks, and close air support from the Stukas. We can see that Pax Ajax rising to the center wired off here to deny the Germans any cover. Rifling force for Pax Ajax, freedom and democracy in the south, 2nd RAF squad moving forwards. Also, my apologies for the continued sound issues. Still trying to figure out exactly the setup there after, again, Windows basically buggered it all up like Windows likes to do randomly from time to time. Because Microsoft is, of course, a small indie company. So, Grenadiers tracking Leerson's here. 2nd Grenadier squad down there for Nier.2. Leerson's RAF squad fighting back the Grenadiers here. MD4 moving forwards here for Nier.2. Northley Pioneers staying out there for Nier.2. Skirmishing there, Grenadiers suffers against RAF squad there. Leerson's there being slowly suppressed further up north here. Pumping east with the Pioneers. Pax Ajax, by the looks of it, is going for a pretty fast offset. It is the Lieutenant. So Lieutenant Rush here for Pax Ajax in the face of the German war machine. Pax Ajax shows his stuff. At least attempts to. Good as the Leerson's M1 carbines versus the Car-9 TKs. Skirmishing there with the Leerson's will have to retreat here in the face of the German attackers. Further north, the Pioneers got the point here. There you go, RAF squad being pushed back there by the Grenadiers under Nier.2's command. That RAF squad for Pax Ajax to coincide with the Lieutenant. And Nier.2, by the way, looks like, are they planning a pretty fast Tier 2 rush themselves? Looks like it. In which case the question is, what is Nier.2 then planning after that fast tech? Because they're not going for a 3rd Grenadier squad. They're not going for sniper, mortar, or even additional machine guns. So something's going on here with Nier.2. 3rd RAF squad ready for Pax Ajax. I mean, now he's got 4 squad infantry in the field, as opposed to the 2 Grenadiers MD42. Nier.2 finally gets the Tier 2, hey, it rhymes, tacked on the way there. But still, until they get that up and then get out whatever they want to, they are going to, I think, be a bit of a danger zone here, as Pax Ajax can basically leverage a lot of firepower and raw infantry force against Nier.2. North here, RAF squad there proceeding to rout the Germans, sending one machine to hold the front line there. Very, very precariously. Tech almost on there for Nier.2. Maybe some Panzer Grenadier here will be rushed out versus Pax Ajax. North loop point secured. There's the RAF squad here, bit of skirmish, and the RAF squad make a run for the building and the safety of the interior there. And there we go. We do get a Panzer Grenadier sort of rush here from Nier.2. Interesting opening here in sense. RAF squad pinned down with MD42 already caught in active cover. They are easy targets for the might of the MD42. But there you go. Grenadiers Pioneers rushing in to cover the flank as the Lieutenant goes hard in on the MD42. RAF squad they're pinned down is unsuppressed as they quickly get their wits back together. And remember what they're fighting for. Corporate tax breaks. Yeah, boys, let's show those Nazis. Hey, couldn't we be fighting for democracy? Nah. Grenadiers Pioneers with RAF squad there, pushing them back here. Fuel pump being hit there by Pax Ajax. Panzer Grenadier squad right there for Nier.2. Will there be another one? That would certainly be, I think, be quite interesting. Maybe some fast light vehicles, we'll have to see. Either way, though, we are seeing the Panzer Grenadiers there. Maybe some light machine guns. We're getting minesweepers instead to cut wire. 5th gal here for Pax Ajax. The south here, we got the M4 RAF squad. They narrowly finished the sandbags, avoiding getting suppressed there. Close call for Pax Ajax up north of the Panzer Grenadier squads. Wrap the RAF squad here and almost get a wipe on them, but 2 men managed to get away there, Jack and Joe. Meanwhile, the 5th card's right around the corner for Pax Ajax, Freedom and Democracy. Grenadier sees in the centre here from the Americans. Rout Squad there pushed back as well there. In the end, apparently they did get suppressed. Or something else happened here that caused Pax Ajax to retreat them without any further ado. Almost got a northern point here. No additional Panzer Grenadier or like to mechanized company. Nier.2 strategy there is definitely a bit unclear there. Go Pioneers being retrieved after they got done there cutting the barbed wire. Ambulance there for Pax Ajax. And we got another MD-42 for Nier.2 to help further contain here Pax Ajax infantry build there. Not a bad idea, particularly since, you know, about to commit to say also Rangers on top of this. Having another machine gun would be a very handy addition to helping, shall we say, somewhat contain as such an infantry force. But again, maybe won't go for it. We got Lieutenant Wing on the center, Grenadiers ready there. Second Grenadier Squadron to assist. So we got the 2 members there dead, including Lieutenant. North here, Panzer Grenadier at the ready. Like to mechanized company for Nier.2, MD-42 cancelled. Clearly a lot of there going sort of through Nier.2's head here. Can't quite decide what they want to do here versus Pax Ajax, but there you go. The 2-2 is on the way. They like the Panzer Spielwagen. Panzer Grenadier pushing forward for Deutschland, heading for that northern victory point, looking to ensure the Americans don't get too big of a lead. And so far, they've already got like a decent one there over Nier.2 with 500 versus 397. Back here, bunker up this road for Nier.2. Medics on the way there. Armored car right around the corner there. I imagine Pax Ajax's move will be in an M5A Stuart light tank here to try and tackle those goddamn Nazis. Mines here from Pax Ajax to straight for the car from the Lieutenant up north there, Ralph Green Northern Field Point. We got the armored car there, the troop reinforcing healing there. Panzer Grenadier doubling back as well there to flank around here. Pax Ajax could maybe get a YP Lieutenant routed. Mines in the middle of the road here narrowly stops them before Nier.2 is like apes like you set off the mine under the men, which would be obviously quite painful. And there you go, Rout Squad routed by the mighty Panzer Grenadier Pioneers to clean up the work there and get this fuel point back under German control here. Pack 40 for Nier.2 as opposite at this point around the 7-minute mark. I imagine the thought of American light tanks is weighing heavily on Nier.2's mind. And of course ensuring they have a way to deal with that besides, you know, going for multiple armored cars is not a bad idea here. The south there, MD-42 there. Pushes back there, a small probing attack with the reactions, and there you go, Pax Ajax is on the way with the M5A1 Stuart light tank. Obviously, Pax Ajax at this stage could also just consider, like, you know, trying to take up, rush out some armor, but going for the Stuart here is, I think, a very solid choice here. Rout Squad found the covers slowly disintegrating before the very eyes, alongside Robert there, right next to them. North here, bit of probing there. Panzer Grenadier versus Rout Squad here. Sturmgewehrs versus M1 Garand. Pioneers taking for the north for T. The south machine gun calls try and creep ahead here. In fact, the southern field point could theoretically be harassed. That's, though, having said that, Pax Ajax has got a fairly large force nearby, so it may not be quite as easy there as one might hope it to be, as the Germans got the point here. Up north there, point machines with the Pioneers. Panzer Grenadier versus Rout Squad. We got a mortar here for Nier.2. On a map like this, I think a mortar is an excellent choice, though. Again, to be fair, I think on most 1v1 maps, having a multi is typically a pretty good idea. Large groups of the Grenadiers here. Armored coming in, mortar right done there for Nier.2 and for Deutschland. The Panzerlehr there goes Stuart arriving here on the scene, forcing a collapse there of Nier.2's position by the fuel point, opening up here for a frontal push by Pax Ajax and Democracy. The south here, they got plenty of mines here to prevent any direct pushes on the car point, even the fuel point here. Thumbs up to Pax Ajax. Making good use of those mines. Mortar, though, is on the scene. Nier.2 certainly quite removed here from any immediate armor because of the sheer fuel harassment level here by Pax Ajax, just consistently hitting either the fuel point or the car point, making it very difficult for the Nier.2 to have a stable fuel income here against the Americans. This is a pretty big advantage for Pax Ajax if he can keep it up, and so far he's doing a pretty solid job of it. Nier.2, I think at this point needs to consider a different change in tactics, like maybe hit the opponent's fuel point more, look to somehow gain more fuel than Nier.2 is currently gaining, because otherwise Pax Ajax is likely to bury Nier.2 beneath a tidal wave of tanks. Then got Northern Ponty, we got BARs being handed to Pax Ajax forces. You got a little Browning automatic rifle. Panzer Grenadiers being forward, pack forward there, slowly keeping up pace as well. And there you go, 5th Cal, making it even harder for Nier.2 to get their hands back on the fuel point there. Really nasty stuff here. Pax Ajax going for a pretty strong pin here on Nier.2. And Nier.2 so far is struggling to break free here of Pax Ajax stranglehold. In the south again, I feel like it's probably the best path here, but so far Nier.2 is not showing much of an inclination towards that path. We do also now have a mortar out for Pax Ajax. Pax Ajax responds to the opponent's mortar with a mortar of his own. God damn it, Captain. They got mortars. Well, we got mortars too, idiot. Oh, right. After the mortar wiped it. Oh, my. Then straight into a mine. Otherwise, the Grenadiers could have beeline for the mortar ceased, at which point Pax Ajax would have faced them with not just one, but 2 mortars, which would have been a headache. But there you go. Carp on it again. Lieutenant wiped out. Mortar in trouble. He just Pax Ajax constantly pummeling away here near to. At this point, it honestly feels like a bit of a mistake that he did not go for that second MG42 after all. They really, I think, would have benefited from having another machine to help contain against Pax Ajax. Just very focused, very aggressive infantry assaults. In addition, the BARs, I think, is not making things easier for Nier.2 and the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision. Around that pack forward here, stood in line of fire, Panzer pushing forward here. Need to get the armoured car a bit closer, they can actually get the bonus. They actually come a bit hard to kill. And there you go. Bun grenade on the 5th Cal. Cook name, nope, doesn't get the wipe, but still gets Robert and gets a wipe another rifle squad. They're very good here. Veteran 2 in the Panzer Grenadier. 10 kills for Deutschland. South here, rifle squads keep hitting points. They keeps denying Nier.2 precious resources. And Pax Ajax respond to the wipe with a Rangers squad. Rangers, lead away to the local coffin maker. What? That's not our job. Well, it is now. Can I have the Thompson upgrade? There we go. Basically, the Thompson in-game is a better assault rifle. In the actual war, it wasn't. It was a very good submachine gun, but it somehow didn't magically have a performance that could rival that of an assault rifle. But it does in-game. Graham Northern pointed with the Grenadiers. 2nd Panzer Grenadier squad there. Halfway done for Nier.2. I think additional Panzer Grenadiers is a very good option, by the way, so thumbs up to that. So now there's more Rangers being added. Grenadier squad there. Saved by the MG42 team there. Routing Pax Ajax Rangers. 5th Cal Infantry there. In the centre. Repulsing their Nier.2's Panzer Grenadier and the advances to the centre there. Quickly flooding forwards for freedom. And we got the Stud here also providing further support here for Pax Ajax centre assault. 5th Cal here caught by the Grenadiers and quickly loses Bobbert as he gets ripped apart there. AK troop reinforcing healing. Panzer Grenadier there, getting ready for the next push. Nier.2 could start to consider taking up now, though even then they get the take up. It's still going to take some time to gather any armor, but you know, having it all ready ahead of time could still, I think, prove to be a very smart idea there for Nier.2 here versus Pax Ajax. Rascal advancing it backed up by the American mortar. Rangers liaisons are going for slightly southern path here, looking to perhaps flank around here. Nier.2 centre. Very sharp, but that is the plan. Meanwhile, Nier.2 launches another assault backed up, this time by 2 Panzer escorts and the armoured car. Nier.2 is able to overwhelm their Pax Ajax central holdings. In the south, though, Pax Ajax is on the move. Pioneers, they're left to fend for themselves here, are definitely no match here for the Rangers with the Thompson submachine guns. North, the armoured car punch was the rifle squad there. Stewart very, very close to 22 here for Pax Ajax. Armoured car being pushed back the rifle squad lieutenant. Back here at the base for Pax Ajax. Nothing further is transpiring. Pax Ford now in the danger zone here as Pax Ajax keeps the advance. And the Stewart light tank backed up by all these bar-wielding infantrymen are a definite issue here for Nier.2's Pack Crew survival. He's starting to take up by the way. Thumbs up. Stewart again in 22 here. Further assault here. Go Rangers to caught with him for 2 here, which is still in the same position. And Pax Ajax forgot. But he's quick to respond here with the smoke screen called in here. Pack 40 at the ready, stood moving forwards here. Almost got it. Pantherfires take a finish off. A few lucky shots for the armoured car, but no, the armoured car is toast. The engine ablaze. And the rest of the armoured car similarly also on fire. Ach mein Gott, the seatbelts are not helping with this. Mortar firing down in the 5th cal, direct hit there, getting the crew down to half health. Panzer pushing forwards here. And going for G for the fees there. Personally, not a fan of that, but you know. Nier.2 Bowie seems to be a believer in them, and I'm certainly not going to be there to tell Nier.2 that they are wrong. Panzer pushing forward to G for the fees, signing off into the backs of the RAF squad, doing a bit of damage here. Pushing ahead here for Deutschland and the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision. The Panzerlehr Panzerdivision was so named because it was formed up from instructional cadres from a variety of training units across Germany. That way, basically forming up a more instant elite division. But there you go. Big push in the center here. Panzerdivision backed up against these here, fending off against the American assault grenades off here. Rangers, Riflemen, and 10. They're all pushing out for freedom and democracy. The Panzerdivision when they can here for the Reich. Pack 40 in a pretty precarious position. Mortar fire there. Wipes out the lieutenant. Rangers also push back here. Pretty good defense here by Nier.2. Leading Pax Ajax. Critically short infantry again. Bring up the Sherman tank here. The M43 is on the way. More mortar fire here from the now veteran. Die 2 Granatenwerfer 34 here. Nier.2 is definitely delivering some pain there. Right into the throat of Pax Ajax. Grenadiers with mortar support. Going for the Easons there. Supomo Cop there could go for Stug. More like going to save up for a Panzer IV. Grierson's right as well here. Could get wiped out if Pax Ajax is unlucky. I guess he wasn't that unlucky. Sherman halfway done. And we got a Stug 3G for Nier.2. 2 thumbs up. I think that is an excellent addition here for Nier.2. Will certainly allow them to turn the tide around in terms of armor much more aggressively here. We could certainly, I think, mess here with Pax Ajax expectations because most players, tragically, don't actually go for Stugs. In a lot of situations with Stugs, will be really, really good for them. So, 2 thumbs up to Nier.2. I mean, Pentacles and Stugs, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Nier.2's got a bright future ahead of them. Major there, routing the Pioneers and the Packlands and the Stug 3G almost on there for Nier.2. Then sneak repairs. Ooh, switching crews. 2 thumbs at Pax Ajax. I'm starting to notice, after so many years, people are starting to finally catch on, you know, with the whole switching crews thing to get more experience in your tanks. It only took, what, 5 years? Which really says something about how some players like adapt, like change. And even then, of course, it's still not like universally taken upon by all American players. It's just some high-tier players starting to like go, hang on, this thing's pretty darn neat. But there you go, Stug going in for the Sherman. The St. Family can there punches right through the front line here of the Sherman tank. Might already lose the veteran crew, which would definitely be bad news. Narrowly avoiding a mountain here. Close call there for Nier.2. Almost got the Sherman. Can the Stug finish it off here? No. Fortune there smiles briefly upon Pax Ajax as the Stug reverses straight into mine there for Nier.2. Probably is feeling a bit upset about that. Not only did the Sherman get away, but the Stug got stuck with a damaged engine. Got a BAR left behind there. We got Ace level on the Panzergrenadier with the Gewehr 43s. Pax Ajax certainly a bit short on infantry, down just 1 rifle squad and Rangers here, really. You should definitely, I think, look to add some fresh troops here against the goddamn Nazis. More Pioneers here for Nier.2. I think that's an excellent addition. Even if it's just like 1 Stug about there, having more mines to help sweep mines, and of course getting your Stug fixed faster is, I think, overall very good reasoning there by Nier.2. Stug setting out there for Pax Ajax. Alrighty then. Second Ranger squad there for Pax Ajax. That's going to be like some pretty elite infantry heavy stuff here with Panzergrenadiers versus Rangers. It's definitely not something you see too often here. Definitely do not see that too often. In the center, another push forward to Pax Ajax with right to the M42. No real smoke cover ahead of time. Not even for the mortar or the Sherms. Feel like that could have been slightly executed better there by Pax Ajax. Quickly routed here by the might of the MD42 in the southeast. To push back as well here. As Nier.2 launches a counterattack here, spearheaded by the might of the Sturmgeschütz 3 As von G. Early model. Rangers further south here. Won't be able to do much against the Stug, but they might keep the infantry support here from assisting. Stug almost got the Stug. There you go. Great hit there. Veterans run the Stug. Half HV-2 there. Heat shells out the ready. Almost got the Stug here, and... oh, the Stug gets away there. Almost had it. Major around the bazooka, but the Major also misses as well, having just berated his men there for not being good at aiming bazookas. God damn it, Carl. You do not have the training. Here, let me... Major, do it right. And then, of course, he proceeds to miss. Sturmgeschütz on the move here needs to be careful, though. Clearly, careful does not exist in Nier.2's dictionary. Got the bazooka teaming up. There we go. Vetches in the Stug. Bounces the shot there from the bazooka just in time. Schützen doing the job. Band grenade off here. Stug almost knocked out. He can't get the Sherman with the Stug here. Oh, will this... oh, the Sherman goes up in flames. Yes, the now Vets in the 2 Stug. Fires an armor piercing round right into the ammunition rack there on the Sherman, causing it to blow up like a firecracker left out in the sun. With a lot of firecrackers. Stug there falling back. Half HV-3 here. Nier's 2 Stug is paying off big time against the armies. Rouse got their hot pursuit here, and looks like Nier.2 is able to get the Stug into safety against the American armed forces. Close call there, though, for the Stug crew. Close call. Would benefit from a Pinelmont machine, in my opinion, by the way. So, what will Pax Ajax do now? He has definitely suffered some losses here to the Germans. His Shermans, and it's a flame. His steward crew, well, I suppose are happy. They got to switch tanks with the Sherman. Or with the steward crews they were in the steward. 5th kill there for Pax Ajax, another heavy machine gun team to help keep the Germans' heads down to the ground. And at this point, Nier.2 has in fact brought in another machine gun to help contain Pax Ajax's aggressive infantry assaults here. Is, I think, a very simple move there by by Nier.2. I think Pax Ajax benefit from using his mortar a bit more actively to support his efforts against Nier.2. I think it also benefit from a bit more effort in the north here. There's, I think, a definite sensation that Pax Ajax might be over-focusing in the south here against Nier.2, which certainly is so far benefiting Nier.2 and his Stug. Should add the Pinelmont MU-42 there for a bit of added anti-infantry. It is a very cost-efficient upgrade. South here, 5th card caught here by the wreckage of the Sherman. Up north here we got the Panther push back for the Stewart. Is Nier.2 planning tier 4 here now, or what is going on? Could go for a Panther 4, but so far Nier.2 is not going for that here versus Pax Ajax. As for Pax Ajax, I dare strongly say he is going for a Pershing at this point. I mean, he's almost got the fuel point, he's got the command points of the fuel resource over there, but he just needs some manpower to go here, and he can reach the Pershing against Nier.2. Of course, for Nier.2, having a Stug 3D will certainly help in slowing down the Pershing. Nothing else. I would not be surprised if he ends up going for a target tank himself. They could just go for another Stug. Second, Panther Squad has also been equipped with the G33 upgrade there. Pioneer is being steadily surrounded here by Pax Ajax, and the Stug holding against the Americans. There go, grenade. Almost got the ace. Pentagon is on Nier.2's command. That is a white. Yup, indeed. Quite a blow there to Nier.2. Great kill there for Pax Ajax. Punishing Nier.2 there, I think, for extending with his otherwise elite infantry. Very solid work there, leaving the Stug in trouble. We got the other Panther Squadron to assist. But I do think Nier.2 should replace the lost Pentagon. Instead, he goes for more Pioneers. I mean, that isn't bad either. Mortar in the south here pushes back Nier.2 just a bit. Of course, Nier.2 mortar might be able to turn the tide there. Pioneers, oh, they're being delayed. So yeah, he's going for tier 4 now. So that is possibly a target stall here for Nier.2. Meanwhile, Pax Ajax is getting ever closer to the Pershing heavy tank. More mortar fire there. And almost got it done. Sent to the Rangers quality, but then forward to we have some tank traps down for out in cover. And there you go, the tank is fine down there for Nier.2. So, the question at this point is, will he go straight for the target tank? Or it's going to build heavy pants, or maybe actually go for something from there. But it's going for the target tank. doesn't really need to build the heavy panzer, because that would actually drain resources that would be necessary for getting out the Tiger tank just a bit faster. There's the liaisons in the centre. Panther heading north as they're half HP, catching Ralph's quarter as they move forwards, backed up by the Rangers inside the church. Here we got the Major caught by the M42 gun is nearby, caught by a 5th Cavalry in return. And there goes Stuart flanking the Sturmgeschütz. Still no pinned them out of M42, but Nier.2 is ever close to the Tiger tank. Meanwhile, Pax Ajax can now go for the M26 Pershing heavy tank to take on Nier.2. So there you go. American heavy armor is out. Ralph in the 5th Cal, almost got it. Stuart pulling ahead. Engagement on the Sherman, or Stug, I mean. Stuart, but there you go, Pershing at the ready with this 90mm gun there. Stug gaining the ace, that is definitely bad news for any American armor, as the Stug gains a very good mobility and rate of fire bonus, making not just very mobile, but capable of dealing out a lot of damage very fast, which if combined with heat shields mean they can get the upper hand quickly, and then just, you know, deal a lot of damage to any American armor. So that is a very, very dangerous tool of war here right now for Nier.2 versus Pax Ajax, and meanwhile he's getting very close to that Tiger tank. South here we got the infantry was the Major. They should try to claim the southern victory point. We got 144 to 377. Pax Ajax continues to enjoy a strong victory point in there. Go Bazooka team there, creep through, engages the Stuka. They're forcing Nier.2 to retreat, and meanwhile the mortars in some deep sauerkraut here as Pax Ajax launches a successive Ranger sortie, clearing out the mortar crew in a matter of seconds, hosing them down there and annihilating them. Panther is going to counterattack here with Pioneer support as well there, but they will, I think, struggle against this many Rangers, in particular upgraded and with veterans in one squad. Grenade off here, the Rangers almost get wiped up. The Panther is still taking intense amounts of damage. Tiger tank out here for Nier.2 though, and the German army. Panzerlehr, Panzerschule, they're calling some heavy armor support here. Pioneers routed, and the ME42 is stopping one of the Ranger squads, but the other one is still in the move here, still causing Nier.2 a lot of trouble. Pack crew ripped apart by heavy Thompson fire. And we got the M42 routed. Tiger tanks on the scene, and Pershing there could of course meet it head on. Stug not repaired. Nier.2 the figure he can't afford to wait. And there go Bazooka team firing away at the Tiger tank. Shots failing to penetrate the thick armored hide here of the Tiger tank. Re-Echelon sent packing. Pershing now disengaging as the tank pursues, and the Stug here could also be going forward. If he had heat shield there, could really put the Pershing into a lot of serious trouble there. Go down a half health already. Stug Tiger pursuit keeps up here. Stug racing ahead here of the Pershing. I feel that's a bit excessive. Also, really should go for the heat shell if he's going to go in that aggressively to again negate some of the incoming fire from the Pershing. Instead, he now loses the main gun. The Stug Ace here might even lose it to Pax Ajax. And yeah, he ends up throwing away the Stug Ace. He does get the Pershing. And certainly you could argue that is still a favorable trade-off there for Nier.2. Again, losing all that experience is going to be a pretty hard blow there to Nier.2, and he's still low on victory points. So this could possibly still, you know, be an area where Pax Ajax could stage a comeback, even if his opponent still has a Tiger tank, because at least he doesn't have an Stug that can really like shoot down armor fast. In the south here, unit wiped out there. Pioneers, by the looks of it, entombed and destroyed within the house there. We have some routed here by the Tiger tank and the Pioneers. And there you go, Rouse Squad appearing out of nowhere, heading in the Tiger tank's rear there with an anti-tank rifle. Rangers have been caught by the Tiger tank. Pioneers in trouble here, and the Tiger tank misses. The heat, the pressure there on the Tiger tank is definitely causing the gun there to miss a few shots. MG42, they're almost done. Rangers still clustering right out here, but the Tiger tank, can he get the shot? No, he in fact almost blows up his own Pioneers. Phew. Rouse Squad, they're pushed back. Panzer Grenadier rushing in. Ace level 14 kills. Grenadier scram to southern point. What will Nier.2 go for next? Well, probably not any armor, because he's fairly short on fuel as Pax Ajax continues to enjoy a strong fuel lead over his opponent with an almost 3 times fuel difference there, with 13 fuel per minute versus 36 fuel per minute. That is a bit of a gap there between the two sides. Again, Pax Ajax did lose his Pershing. He only has a Steward, so you know. With a Tiger tank, if Nier.2 doesn't proceed to throw it away there in a very silly and awkward manner, it could win the game on it, considering that Pax Ajax otherwise really doesn't have a lot of anti-tank weapons. He's got like a bunch of bazookas to stop the Tiger tank, and that's it. Tiger Tank is also right now in heavy need of repairs. So theoretically, like Pax Ajax could rush with the bazookas, maybe try and get past any cordons, then they knock it out. But so far, though, Nier.2 is able to establish, I think, a fairly not terrible line of defense here around the Tiger Tank, allowing to repair it. Steadily up north here, Panzer's being attacked with the Rangers. 2 squads again moving in here. One close to the ace level, and the Panzer's there just retreat. Nier.2 knows what happens if you stick around for too long against that many Rangers with that many Thompsons. And it's not good things. Reinforcing healing. Got the pin on MB42 on the way there for Nier.2. Back here, troop reinforcing healing. Jackson tanks there for Pax Ajax and obvious response here to the Tiger Tank under Nier.2's and the Panzerdivision's command up north here. Rangers are desperately holding on to their life here. The sandbags are slowly crumbling beneath and relentless barrage of German firepower. That Pax Ajax there hauling the Jacksons to the front line there, doing his best to get that driver to get there on time. Tiger Tank meanwhile is fully repaired now for Nier.2. Is adding the pin up MB42 finally. 2 thumbs up there. No, 1 thumb up. I think 2 thumbs up for that upgrade is a bit excessive. A bit excessive. Pioneers advance in the center, got the 5th car, they're being caught. Jack's almost done. Further up north, they can grab northern fuel point here. Way here. Tiger Tank advance in the center there. Nier.2 advances for Deutschland. Shoots, misses the 5th car here. Mortar fire almost taking out their Nier.2's Pioneer Squad there. Pioneer Squad number 2 flanking in there. Pax, Grenadiers, Panzers holding reserve here. Center of the 5th car is routed. We got the bazooka teams going for the Tiger Tank again here. Continuing advance here. Minor losses inflicted. Panzer's going to hang into them as well. The Rav Squad there in the danger zone. There we go. Great shot from the Tiger Tank. Tank through them with vicious and unmitigated fervor there. Meanwhile, more bazooka moving forward, but the Panzers they're holding off. They almost got the Rav Squad wiped here. Jackson in pursuit here. Pack repositioning. Panzer's being routed here as more troops moving forward here. It is a vicious assault here. Pax Ajax, Nier.2, and the Panzerdivision is definitely struggling here with the sheer rapidity of this assault and the amount of just sprays and firepower display from Pax Ajax. Tiger Tank there, closing measures to the Rangers taking losses. Grenadiers counter-attacking here and tearing into the advancing Rangers under Pax Ajax command. The Stu here I think could be a good addition for Nier.2. Help deal with all this armor. Grenade offer. Rangers almost swapped down. In fact, the Rangers could very well finish them off unless they get both suppressed, in which case, holy smokes, there we go. Tiger Tank scores a wipe there. Super close to actually 2 there. The crew for some reason is not fixing up the Jackson. Not entirely what's going on. There he goes. Forced to pop back in and reposition. Sturmgeschütz 3. As for on the way there for Nier.2. Excellent. Excellent. You got 111 here versus 352. Sturmgeschütz 1/3 of the way done here. Troop reinforcing healing. Back here, MD42 defending the southern victory point from any further American assaults in the center. Grenadiers are being met by the Steward. But Pack Forward to the rescue here will force the Steward to disengage. But there's of course still the mortar as well. Tiger Tank fully fixed up and operable here for Nier.2 and for Deutschland. 105 versus 352. The clock is ticking here. Go there. Ooh, engaged with the Tiger Tank, but the Tiger Tank completely whips on the shot. Steward is almost taken up with the Pack 40. Panzer being suppressed. Mine goes off here. Duke is ready. Tiger Tank engaged with the Jackson, gaining their 2 Pack 40 also ready here. Almost got the 5th cal. Almost got it. He's going for the southern flank here. Almost got the 5th cal there. So close to it. Jackson down a half health here. Stuke arriving. Tiger Tank being flanked with the Rav Squad here up north. Troops moving about here. 5th cal wiped here. Pax Ajax center is now collapsing with the loss of the 2nd Rav Squad. He has lost a crucial core unit here to stop Nier.2. We got air support called in right outside Nier.2's base here. Stuke pushing ahead for Deutschland. Tiger Tank breaching ahead as well. The Rav Squad being mauled. It is chaos and pandemonium. Rangers going forward here. 17 kills. Ace level. Tiger Tank engaging here. Turn to the Rangers. Panzer Grenadiers backing up the Grenadiers. Lewis drops dead here. The Panzer Grenadiers are basically with the G40 fleet and the single Sturmgewehr. Stuke being hammered here by the Bazooka team. Bazooka team, they're suffering the wrath of the Tiger Tank. Rangers routed. Rearson team almost wiped out here. Almost got the Rangers too. It is utter chaos, and the air support here took out the Steward inside of Pax Ajax base by the looks of it. ambulance may also have combusted in the face of spirited German support. And there you go, the Luftwaffe keeps up. Almost got the Jackson. There you go. Pax Ajax has lost all of his armor, all of his vehicles, including his ambulance. His base is clearly no longer safe, and now Nier.2 ball appearances does look triumphant, and I think Pax Ajax may have left the match, since his units aren't doing anything at this point, maybe. Or not. 5th Cavalry retreating, getting going again. 81 versus 352. Targeting bombarding Nier. 27 kills for Das Vaterland. Wrecked that. Clearly has no interest in crewing that weapon himself. Couldn't we like pick up that gun? But Otto, it's American. Ja und? I don't know, I just don't like them. At this point, Pax Ajax seems to have abandoned the match here. We just need to wait for the computer to react to it. There we go. Sinker detected, so GG, game over. He lost for Pax Ajax, so we need to. A pretty fierce fight here with some great Stug action, some nice punch grenadiers, and some other fun stuff which you don't get to see too much of here. I think overall excellent play, but Pax Ajax, I think, tactically made some mistakes here, and I think failed to adapt. Meanwhile, Nier.2, I think, kept up a pretty good pressure there. I think throwing away the Stug 3G was a big mistake there by Nier.2, but not one that cost them the game. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Consider donating our Patreon on Patreon. This is Imperial Dating. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll be sure tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.